It's Friday, and I'm ready to party. Been adulting all week. It's time to put my dancing shoes on my feet. Call my crew, say y'all ready. Beat, beat, they outside already. We about to have a good time. Live our best life in our prime. We dancing the whole night away. Sweating in December.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Johnny Douglas with My Hungry Vegan, and welcome to Plant That Seed. Today, we're gonna be chefing up in the kitchen, just doing an introductory stir fry that y'all have never seen before, live on camera in full effect. I just want y'all to see it's not expensive to actually go vegan at all. You can use cost-effective ingredients, and I'm gonna show you exactly how. So the reason why I got into veganism is truly to actually help my family become healthier. I was so tired of them saying that they have diabetes, they're overweight, all those different things, and I wanted to do something about it. So I love to cook and I love good food. So my main concept behind it was honestly just truly nourishing my family and getting those good ingredients from the South and infusing it with a healthy part of my life. I went vegan honestly back in 2017. I went back to meat because I could not resist some chicken wings, and then I started again. I started again because my grandmother really needed help as far as for getting healthier, and that's why I'm here, to truly promote healthier living for our community and still keep it cultured. So let's get straight into it, y'all. The first thing that you're gonna need is onions. I don't care what you do, you always gonna need a yellow onion, or white onion, but I prefer a yellow onion. So we're gonna start getting that chopped up. Let me be great. Peel all those good things out. If you compost, that's good. If not, throw it to the side. I use a whole onion because the ingredients are so important, especially when you're starting off as vegan. You don't want to complicate things like, oh, use lemongrass, use this. Listen, if you didn't know how to pronounce it before, you don't know now, okay? Go ahead and just go with the flow and do what you need to do. Toss those right into the pan before you do anything else. So today, we'll be doing a vegan stir fry. So vegan stir fry, you don't need any noodles if you don't want to. I like to use it without noodles just to kind of, cut down on the starches and really taste my vegetables. Now to the pot, what I've added is grapeseed oil, good grapeseed oil. I literally got this from like my local supermarket. It wasn't much at all, so just toss all of that in there, and then I'm gonna go in with my bell pepper. So if you notice, I haven't added any powdered seasonings in yet because I want to truly let the vegetables be the star of the show, and get that in. Ow! Come on. All right. So I don't know about y'all, but I love my vegetables a little bulky. Like, I want them to have just a little umph to them, I don't want them to be soggy or anything like that. I always go back to my first apartment. My first apartment, literally, I had probably about one pan and some Hot Pockets. And I had to make it work. Working with what you have to make a masterpiece is truly something that has been defined by my grandmother over and over again. We didn't have a lot growing up, but she always made sure that all of us ate in the house. So this is what that stir fry does to me. All right, so you have all of your good veggies in there, at least your base, right? I'm gonna go in with a shallot. So the shallots are really good, packed with flavor, nutrients, cuts down on inflammation, all those good things. So you wanna go ahead and add that in. Leave it bulky if you want to. If not, that's fine too. And then the first seasoning paste that I'm gonna add in is gonna be a little green seasoning. It's a Jamaican green seasoning. You can make it yourself. So it's a Jamaican paste, but it's also called, I'm gonna butcher it. Sofrito? Yes, it's also called that too. So this is really good, earthy, packed with flavor. You can make your own, but listen, we talking about cost effective and time effective as well. We don't have all that time to be sitting in the kitchen the whole time. So we're gonna stir all that up. Do this on a high heat until your ancestors say turn it down. That's what I kind of base it off of, to be honest with you. Now we're gonna get the star of the show, which is the cabbage. Cabbage is so cost effective. You literally probably maybe like 79 cents a pound. It's not that expensive at all. So just use probably like half of it, because you can go in and make it with so many other things too. So the first thing that you do, those outside leaves are gonna take the longest to cook. So just literally roll those things up, chop it up, and then we're gonna stir it up with our veggies. Right now you can turn your heat off, because you wanna leave your veggies with some type of integrity. You don't want them all slumped on, you know. All right. Okay, so add those in first. And while we're waiting for that to kind of cook down, we're gonna go in with our Brussels sprouts. So I know you're thinking like, okay, Brussels sprouts are just baby, baby cabbages. Yes, I know, but I still love them. So I'm going with a few Brussels sprouts. Move our cabbage to the side so it won't get jealous. And dice it up. I literally just like use mine in halves and just toss them in there. I love for mine to be kind of like charred a little bit. So I'm gonna go in with that. Literally notice I haven't put in any type of powdered seasonings yet, because I really want everything that I'm putting in here to have its moment to shine. Take off the hard parts. Now, mind you, everything has been rinsed, so, don't come for me, okay? Been rinsed, washed, all those things. So, we have that. And now we're gonna go in with our carrots, I should say. Dice them up in quarter pieces. And then I like to split them down the middle, just to make it seem like, you done went to a fancy restaurant, you getting the vibes going, and you probably spent $10, okay? That's the goal. You don't have to spend a lot of money to eat healthy at all. Okay. So we got one carrot chopped up. Now we're gonna go in and do our coconut aminos and liquid smoke. So if you know anything about my collard greens, you know that this liquid smoke is definitely the star of the show. Drop a few drops in there. Let that be great. And the liquid aminos, y'all, Tabitha Brown put me on years ago. I just started using it, so don't get too excited. But it's freaking amazing, okay? Now I want to just turn it down, put a little bit more oil in here, and go in with my mushrooms. So these are Bella mushrooms. You can get them pre-sliced if you want to, but they just so happen to be cheaper whole, of course, because they're not doing all the work. So that is the goal. Chop those things up. All right. So once you chop your mushrooms up, I'm gonna put those right in there. Now notice I haven't added in the other cabbage as of yet. That's gonna be the last thing that we do. I want some more. I'm a little greedy today. Take your time while cutting, because listen, you're not in a rush for anybody. take your time while cutting for sure, because I've cut myself many times. All right, so we got that. Then we're gonna go in with our zucchini. Zucchini is so good. I really don't like squash like that, you know. No offense, I know that's your cousin, but I really don't like it like that. So we're just gonna leave it out. And we're gonna dice up this zucchini. Long ways is the best for me. And leave the skin on. The skin is so important because it packs so many different nutrients. So definitely leave the skin on. All right, so once you get that all chopped up, so y'all listen, quiet is kept. The best place to source your vegetables from, to get you know, just cheaper ingredients, but not sacrificing the quality. I live in Tampa, Florida, so I love Sanwa. Sanwa opens up at 4 o'clock and doesn't close until 7. Yes, I know their hours. They need to put me on their checklist. But so Sanwa is one of the major places I source my ingredients at, because I don't only look for it for cheap ingredients. I also look at it as I'm supporting a local business, right? Supporting a local business, getting fresh ingredients, so it's a win-win for me. I also go to Wolf's Farmers Market. I go to Publix sometimes, just depending on, you know, what it is. But to be honest with you, Sanwa, Farmers Markets, and Aldi. Aldi is amazing. They are popping up everywhere, so please, definitely don't sleep on them at all. This is a green onion. It's so good. Add this in. All right. Now I know you're wondering, where is the seasonings at? It's in the vegetables. It's literally in the vegetables. You don't have to do too much, because I feel like a lot of times we overcompensate with like processed or powdered ingredients, and really not benefiting from the actual textures of our foods and, you know, all those good things. So the next thing that we're gonna add is gonna be broccoli. Broccoli is amazing for a whole bunch of things that I cannot remember, but I know that they're good for a whole bunch of things. I add broccoli in. I don't like it to be mushy, you know, just like I've said about the other vegetables as well. So I've strategically added these things in layers, so I wouldn't have to worry about sacrificing that. So, and again, we source these locally. I got these from Walmart too. Okay. Now, while I'm chopping this up, I want to give y'all a quick hack on getting cheaper ingredients and staying focused on what you came to the store for. Because me, I'll get in there and literally, like, I'll go crazy. I'm like, okay, this is on sale, this is on sale. Go in there with a list. And what I like to do is go in with an idea of a meal. So I'm like, okay, I want sweet potato burgers or something like that, right? I'm like, okay, I know I need this, I know I need that. Stay focused, y'all. I know it's hard, but just stay focused. You can do it. If I can do it, you can definitely do it. So this is some fresh corn. I love to kind of like cut it off the husk. It's so good. So y'all, I'm gonna give you a little hack. Save these corn husks, save all of your scraps and ingredients. You can throw these into a soup or a stew later on, and trust me, it's amazing. Listen, we don't have to actually, you know, like go out and source other ingredients. You can literally just use everything that you have right here. So put all of that in there. Okay. Now, let's add in the rest of our cabbage. Now, when you're cooking, you need to clean as you go, because like me, I don't like washing dishes, y'all. Trust me, my husband does all that for me. So I'm lucky. But let's clean up our workstation right quick. Toss all those ingredients in there, save them for later. compost them, do whatever you want. Just don't throw them straight out, because you can always use the ingredients that you have, right? Like literally, I still have like a whole little onion right here, whole little onion situation. So you don't have to throw all that stuff away. So let's go ahead and stir all this up. Now, sesame seed oil is a key component to making things so much better, especially with like Asian cuisine, things of that nature. It's amazing. It's a game changer for sure, for sure. Now we're gonna go in with the tomato, dice that up, and then we're gonna go in with our cabbage. I add in every component of the tomato. I don't take out the juicy parts because that adds in flavor and moisture as well to your dish. All right, y'all. So we have all of our ingredients in. Let's finish this other side of cabbage, and we're gonna go in with our seasonings. Now, if you're anything like me, I like to layer my seasonings. I want to make sure that everything that I'm putting in there is intentional, but it tastes good, you know? So this is the inside part of the cabbage. That doesn't take long at all. So you want to always add that in last, even if you're just cooking cabbage just by itself. So we're gonna add a little bit more in. This is actually our green paste. So this is a Jamaican green paste, also called sofrito as well. Bought it right from Walmart. It was like $3 or something. All right. So now let's get to the good stuff. We're gonna add a little bit more of the liquid smoke as well, and go in with our seasonings. So today, we're gonna add in some nutritional yeast first. Nutritional yeast for vegans is dried cheese flavor, basically. It can have a cheese flavor, but it also has a lot of amazing nutrients in it as well. This is going to be sazon. I'm butchering these words, but the flavor is there, okay? That's all that matters. So we got that. Now this is a seasoning that I actually just acquired. This is garlic herb lemon pepper. Absolutely amazing. It's a black-owned business called Simply Spice. So good. Smell your stuff. See if it's gonna go with your ingredients. So important. So y'all, when I'm seasoning, I can't even lie. I don't go by like tablespoons or anything of that nature, to be honest with you. I'll get a recipe and I'm always like, okay, let me just add this, let me just add that. So I go off of, this might sound crazy, I count to 10. I literally count to 10 in my head and I circle it. I circle the dish, make sure that everything is incorporated. I flip and I season again, just to make sure, depending on what I'm seasoning with. So for example, if you're using something that's salt forward, like this lemon pepper seasoning, you don't want to use that on the top and the bottom. Just on the top is totally fine. All right, so go ahead and shake that in there. Because to be honest with you, y'all, I can have a little heavy hand when it comes to spice. That's why the Cajun right there, but we you know, we're not gonna mess with her right now, okay? So then now we have the cumin. Cumin, I pray that I'm saying that right. It is so good. So I actually got exposed to this at an Indian restaurant that we went to before I was vegan, and I just always have been so addicted to their flavors, just the depth of ingredients. So I always like to add that in as well. So, and just a good component of advice for you guys: don't let the name of a dish or where it came from limit you in what and how you cook it. So literally just incorporate all of those good ingredients and make sure that I'm not missing anything. Now we're gonna kind of turn our heat up high, right? We're gonna keep it, you know, firm, all those good things, but we're gonna turn our heat up high to firm up those vegetables take out any liquid because cabbage makes its own water a lot of times. So we don't want it to be soggy when we're eating. We want that bite to be just right. So I mentioned that we're gonna toss it around and we're gonna season again. Now, we're gonna go in with the all-purpose seasoning. This is also the Simply Spicy as well. I'm gonna use the big part, y'all. I hope y'all don't mind. All right. All right. So we got that. That one smells so good, y'all. I wish y'all could smell it. It smells so good. Now, where is my lemon at? Okay, so, oh yeah, here it is. So the lemon is so good in every dish. So what I'm gonna do is grate some lemon first, and then I'm gonna squeeze it. The acidity just kind of like balances everything together. All right. I'm using lemon because lime for me is truly used just to make water alkaline. No, I'm saying. So for me, I love lemon. I just love the citrus notes of it. I grew up with lemon, to be honest. Lime came later on in life, and that was just like used, you know, used for tacos, used for water, and that's about it, honestly. But I love lemon. So we're gonna squeeze that over there. If you get a seed in there, okay, you know, you might grow into a lemon. That's the worst case scenario. But other than that, it's gonna jam pack those flavors. So we have that grated in. Let's see what else we got. All right, and y'all, we're done. Literally. This dish didn't take any time at all. You chopped up all your fresh ingredients. You didn't sacrifice anything when it came to breaking the bank. And you have a meal for at least 5 people, at least, okay? So that's all you need. This is all that it takes, honestly, just to have a cost-effective way to eat throughout the week. When you don't have a lot of time, you work, you're trying to work out, you're trying to be more healthy, you have kids, all those things, you can prep this as well. Last thing, I looked over and I see my sesame seeds. I love sesame seeds. So just add in just a few. Maybe a little bit more. I'm always saying like, that's it, but then I look at how I can improve. And last but not least, y'all, this very good garlic. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So add that in. And all of these seasonings, only one has salt in it, only one. And I use that very sparingly, like not a lot at all, but everything else is gonna be able to marry together because we didn't use salt in every single thing. So, especially when you're cooking for a lot of people, you don't know, who can eat what. So you're all done. So let's get this thing plated up and let's eat. All right, y'all, we're all ready. Let's go ahead and get this thing plated and let's eat. Listen, to be honest with you, they don't call me Hungry Vic for no reason. I like to eat, okay? Let's get these nice fancy bamboo plates. Don't be scared of the juice and don't be scared to fix me a big plate. And here we are. Let's give it a bite. Yeah, come on. See, the Brussels sprouts always want to be like that. So good. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's so good. Everything. The cabbage, adding it in at the last moment, amazing. The Brussels sprouts, the flavors, it's a little spicy with a little lemon, the acidity, it really calms it down. It is so freaking good, y'all. And it doesn't take long at all. Really cost effective. So I definitely want y'all to plant that seed in y'all community and in y'all household first and in yourself and make this. What you waiting for? You gotta stay hungry. Let's go. So before I demolish all this, y'all, we have to make a juice to pair with it because it got to cool it down a little bit. You know, I love my spice, so we got to cool it down with a nice carrot juice. Let's go. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and make this refreshing juice. So the first step that you're gonna do is twist the top off of your pineapple. Do not throw this away. Go ahead and plant it in the garden or whatever, but it grows amazingly. So go ahead and do that. Chop it on up. It's a little ashy, but don't worry about that, okay? So, and the outside of the pineapple, I'll save these to like make a nice little tea. And just cut off exactly like what you'll need. You won't need that much for this juice, honestly, especially if you're just doing single serving. But use that. Depending on the juicer, this is a juicer that I got off of Temu for like around $80. But you can get cheaper ones from Walmart. The Hamilton Beachbody was pretty good. It served this purpose a couple years, and it was pretty good. So a quick trick is before you put it into your juicer, definitely cut it up because, hey, sometimes it gets stuck and we don't have time to be paying for another juicer, okay? So leave this closed depending on if you have this. This is a slow juice juicer, slow press juice. So you'll see once the pulp comes out that is pretty slow and it presses out everything. Add that in. Okay. Put all that in. And then get your ginger. This is one of my favorite parts. Get your ginger, but make sure that you dice it up. Take the skin off. That's the only time I'll tell you that, but take the skin off and just use a little bit. It can be a little harsh on your juicer sometimes because it is so hard. But yeah, add that in. It's a little bit. Okay, now let's go ahead and add in our carrot. Carrot definitely needs to be chopped up before. One should be totally fine, but we'll see. And depending on, honestly, I've learned, depending on where you get your vegetables from, how much juice it yields too, because sometimes it doesn't yield that much juice if you get it and they look all like dried out. Uh-oh, let's see. Maybe I added in too much. Okay, no, we did, we're good. All right. Now this is our first release. Oh, yeah, baby. All right. Sorry, y'all, I get excited with fresh juice. Listen, it's nothing like it. And to finish it off, I use coconut water. So you can use any coconut water. I like to use the one without the pulp, but coconut water, and I put it inside of the juicer to get like all of those remnants and all those good things. Just put it right inside there. And add in your lemon. Now the lemon, definitely make sure that you take off the skin. Lesson learned, don't need to relearn it. Take off your skin, add that in there. Okay. And it's just enough. There we go, and we're all done. Cheers. Perfect, perfect. Last but not least, this pulp, do not throw this away, especially if the ingredients that you put in your juicer will marry with something else. So I actually used all of this except for the pineapple just now in a carrot cake. You can use the pineapple and the ginger and all those good things. You can dry this out. If you're doing a green juice, you can put, if you're putting celery and ginger and all those good things, cube it up and actually freeze it and put it into your soup stock. So it thickens it up and it just stays flavorful with natural ingredients that you don't have to go out and buy. So everything that we use today, we will absolutely be saving for another time for smoothies, juices, soups, cakes, anything that you need. That's all you need. So my name is Johnny Douglas. Please like, comment, and share for more content just like this. And on that note, we're gonna plant the seed and harvest a masterpiece with the Hungry Vegan. I'll see y'all next time.